Now when Basintali is first you winning.
Oh, forget about Basintali. Now there's all guys in a campaign platform. So I think that where he works in a campaign platform, he's a joke. If we are holding people accountable, he should be held accountable.
And I can tell you today that the NDC is virtually the first political party to have fulfilled our entire youth manifesto in 1 year. Everything we promised in there, we have done it.
Na emra abai wede ba enfa koko ho ene koko board nsem yara Isaac ya opoku aye MP awo Offensive South mame no eni nkomo emra
Unim se enne ukwa inkura yetu mining galamsey wo ho na ahemfie bia wo ne task force na juma mo ye ne se omo nso ti omo gum Nana said there was I'm telling you, all of those areas. Task force from my infie. If I talk car, my branded car, no, all over the place. It almost come minus never warm site. In the Nana said the Amodebe Boa infie on every miner. These are miners doing illegal mining. In fact, on what small scale mining licenses, Papa Mpono, are not doing responsible mining. I don't know how. And now me who be I was encouraged. Oh, breakum.
Yeah.
Demonstration.
Demonstration.
No, I'm told said breakum the be no.
Crowd.
Saying they be
breakum atroni as in the bronga half on the night. Yes. Something that you.
Man for na real said never.
And yema yam pese bete. Asama wote wo yemba show. Ebe twa nsu mu nko na yete. And yema basa ene tisie.
Obusua we de mame enchia na me mo akwa banfa ombra Randy J report so na SMCC o ensem ha pa fri se o my Ghana no ye wo mo no titiru NDC aban afa Ghana force yenkenkan afa Ghana force de o mo be ka kire ye no eno na yetie efri se ye bra ye ka koto aba ensem hunu ye sebi bosha hodo ye nsuo nyina mu a NDC fo ebe ka kire Ghana fo ma yetie wo mo koto aba ma wo mo no wo mo nim se sa de nda so ye adwuma wo mo nim se kon ye mo fa so wo mo ye campaign poto edigu ye so e ma ne to ye trim to ya so mo ma ye ko gina so to aba ma wo mo ne wo mbetimi ada so akeka sansem no a ede a kire sesi a me no wo ka se nipa bebre no a e na ede wo no matum mu fri se nsem ahodo bi e fri NDC aban akachi e ba no nya de se e so ani kura enipa no ho kirew enso so aban na se sere chese komo dew aban si hwiri chese woyem ya woyem kawo pa aban si kona koda na chese ase ya hawo no aye fam o my Ghana mu no aban na nya de se wahunu enya de se wate kura se odogo bi kura mpo enu abenene obi woni oman hene ene de wo matotu bi de amane MPP NDC aban papa wana mo bi a wonum etuo ya wo mpese Ghana fo hunu se ene ma nyina ye Malik Basintali ya on da wayi ya no mechire Youth Employment Agency obaye onfa nipa ba akokora adwuma eho dada kora mpo ya pam wo munyina yi wo munyina adi emaburu no mo ya aban adwuma ya sanka wo munyina mo munyina kwatena fie nenso so ene wayi ye boss pese wo kire se NDC aban ba ye no wa ye record obi nye bi da I promise sa wo promise Ghana fo nyina wo ba ye be we omba ye be we ni nyina no aban wo timye di so ama no bam eni ti se de obia ye MPP ni amuhia na monsi ni hu if it's a record wa NDC aban ba ye no obia ne honma watimi aye bida na afi de o man hene de wa kire ne papa se mo ka se campaign no amoye 2024 no sa na moda so ya tekro no na mugina so amo chese mo ka se wa hu mabru no amo ka sa kire o mo no munyim de ko enti ya mo nka no kore na mo mfa mabru no adwuma nja isa abribia no mo pese mo ye tobe eni nsem bebre no na afi enhwehwemu aba bede di kire se wo hwe afrase edi beya wonmu a omukwa awo so emba omukwa awo so a sebi omu firim ene omumma efirimu ni ade no yesi ye hwiri kosoro papa ya wo bo my Ghana mu akonfo no chia ban ya sabia na sa sentimentemu no wo mu netimi record kese papa firi se wo hwe se de se ni pesi wuo na me se enhyehye bia na abandada no ho no mo na ode kɔ ho no mo enne NDC aban ba ye yi sa enhyehye ni nyina firi ho no mo enne enhyehye ahodo bi no mo de aba no mo che se emmoa ama se de wuo na tiesi konfano chia ban ya sabia ya record a Ministry of Health na kasa e de abeto montene che se de alarming na che se kosoro papa eno da nchia ko kwakuafo nso so aba bonten baba be kirem se de aban hyehye no ase wo de aba no de kotombe kuma wo ko kwakuafo ba be wu papa firi se aban nya na adwene se obaye bibia ama kokofo ho henhan wo mo fi se okwa adwama so na se bibia je twe oba pe odi ni nyina ba be so koku akuafo ya aba na nya na adwene se odi teku anase mpompo ebe so koku akuafo asene ene mra hodo ban ena kokofo yade aba be so wo mo yade aba yire wo no komu firi oman mu na se bedwafie mu a NDC aban ede aban hihye ya hodo ban ena se aba koku akuafo amu ni se ekum yenya daje na yentie nkomotwetwe no akoso ni bi na yenso yemfa mu aba fo adwenkyere bra wadaroma like me video no ma me ne share nefa wadwenkyere bra na ansa na mposi ebetie nkomo na akoso no yenko 2024 ebo hya hodo a His Excellency John Dramani Mahama ni NDC wono mo de ma Ghana fo bi yenko tie sa abo hye ne kakra ye ba pe ne nkomo a ewo honom ne yatimi aba beto aso afiri ha.
Ukraine-Russia war. Now Ukraine-Russia omokwa efa ya Ghana for efa ya hoben. Yeah, it's your baby. Ukraine-Russia war. What's not play mu na okasa wo call Ukraine na. Ufi Accra 7,000 kilometers ansa no akodru. Na omokwa mu ntokwa. Den ese yesika sem. Na Cote d'Ivoire son kasa. Say Russia Ukraine na omokwa. And so
a few moments later,
Ghana is not immune from the shocks of global events. Recent events in the Middle East, which involve an exchange of missiles between Israel and Iran, have started to escalate crude oil prices dramatically. I've asked our Minister of Finance and Minister of Energy to keep a close eye on the development and model the possible impacts on our petroleum prices.
Yaban omo chi omo galamse no omo atu omumu yebe ma omo amnesty no omo asaba ezu yo gidi se emrebia omo fomie omo enu omo ho enti yebe yi omo na yama omo another chance.
I can confirm to you that you are going to see a fight that has never been witnessed in this country. President Mahama is going to lead a very ruthless and relentless campaign against Galamsey. He has not minced words at all. We had a brief cabinet meeting earlier today, and the president was very clear. There was no ambiguity that he will be leading a war that we have never seen to deal with this canker, this existential threat once and for all.
Mibusa abai mibusa President John Mahama enti nanu a wote se wa won krofo ni bitu Galamsey no why yo moden no kure wom ne se ye di kan ka cho se expressway no President John Mahama ontimi nwie ansa no afiri so na ne amanyofo ye ka maso odin sa.
This is the 24-hour economic clock. One job, 3 shifts, 3 people. 1, 3, 3. One job, 3 shifts, 3 people. Obiabe didi, ezu ni anawi nurse ni anawi ojuma nipa awi ejuma. Yebetimi aboa onu esidan. Na debia bosombia yetua oka ne ate okakra yebenya companies bi na omone banks na yejuma enti se onim se wonyoma e ba ubekwa akohu omo na omo aba obosia sa abosia no di bechia abanto ni gapo ha ne eto bi e wo ho na yeyi we container si ya na omo yi e de akoto terminal woni aban ni asembia. We shall reintroduce automatic posting of teachers, and we shall scrap the teacher licensure exams.
Afeso ya green say koko na debia ya de kwa manone na yakoye nwejuma oho ne ya chocolate ne de abre no yes ya bre ya pese factory na ya de ye koko no ya de ba bibia yedua koko no we for no fifi ye beba be 2 borehole wo ho near the Polytank City Hall.
And I can assure you, the price is going to be a very, very, very good price. So those of you who don't have cocoa farms, go and start looking for land.
Is that in the first 120 days, we'll provide the seed money upfront for the Women's Development Bank. 24-hour economic clock. 1 job, 3 shifts, 3 people. And one of the things we'll do when we come back into office is to complete the 200 community day schools that we began. The Agenda 111 hospitals they are building, I'll continue and finish them.
Our president is an over-pumped sports kid.
What did you say?
Our president, Nando Danko Akufo-Addo, is an over-pumped sports kid.
You're calling, wait. You're calling our president a kid?
Oh, he's behaving like one. He's throwing tantrums.
Isn't that a bit of a low blow?
If the president,
a man of almost 80 years, you're calling him.
So then he should stop behaving like a sports kid. Our president is throwing tantrums on the international scale and embarrassing us. It's like you going to a church service with your child and your child is rolling on the floor and screaming because they didn't allow him dip his hand in the offering bowl. That's what our president is doing. This is the same man who ran around with these rating agencies and their ratings when he was candidate and used it to poo-poo the Mahama administration. He has overseen the worst economy in our country, reduced our country's economy to junk status, toilet paper status. And when they are telling him, he says that why should they tell him the truth? Our president hates to be told the truth.
But the ratings are getting better. The ratings are getting better.
Because you are not paying your debts. Incompetent and useless the president is. You can't say it any way nicer. And this one, when I say he's a useless president, I'm being very charitable and nice and kind to him. Because the president sits on his ears, so he doesn't hear when we talk.
All the difficulties, negativities, so radio, so they did do attempts all day, all night. I was also need because we could say, hey, and I won't for once a man. I mean, all of these things, but they don't disturb me and they don't derail me. They don't divert me from the project ahead of.
When for no 15, you better have a 2 borehole near the Polytank City Hall.
Who's a galamsey?
What do galamsey, dear? Baby, I can't go. And this is for your person to also have been one. Because December, last year December, me fa kwana utumi fa barakasa kwana kupi fufu ebesi edujamano. Na galamsey ni left and right. Na bibi enwe ekeze galamsey. 3 months ago me fa okodo bonkum ni fa.
Ehimfa.
Fufu kwana kupi edujamano.
Oma tiesim.
Ya tiesim atese galamsey no mfidi suo enyasem kuma. Ede ne yetenchen yanka me in particular. De ne yanka fa galamsey.
NDC.
Ede be ne yehu se galamsey eyeti a MPP for. De be ne yehu. Ene ma 2 MPP for nyina no busiasa NDC for ya fasu yehu with respect to galamsey. Dabi. Bosontwe ye ma ne he galamsey ho. Be no me galamsey. Adansa so kwa ne bi ho.
Dabi.
Fampo e friends. So kono kwa na ewo ho. Maya new areas bi akwadwo ne bi ni ho.
Forest bi a na yi kanokra wan yi.
Wow.
Dia nan say na Tupac kan wan sem. Amaru Shaku kamen.
Almost say abeswa forest.
Abeswa.
And no kwa dancer squad ye tu ade no a edu police station chi. And you ask the police penyo to no. What were they? See. But
my promises ni nyina no.
Yeah, ebi su temu ho.
Na we na Basentali say first you we ni.
Oh, forget about Basentali. Now there's all kinds of campaign platforms. So I think that where he works in a campaign platform, he's a joke. If we are holding people accountable, he should be held accountable.
And I can tell you today that the NDC is virtually the first political party to have fulfilled our entire youth manifesto in 1 year. Everything we promised in there, we have done it.
Oh, forget about Basentali. Now there's all kinds of campaign platforms. So I think that where he works in a campaign platform, he's a joke. If we are holding people accountable, he should be held accountable. Or the governance is diagro.
The stomachs are falling. Oh, what can't find nobody? It's an insult to us. You sit somewhere and just talk all these things to us at our faces. But the governor said, I don't want to even call out that name. Hey, Obi anymore in Ghana. Any pie any munana wa. Na na mo background. Cast bed all the Dimachiko and I'm paying them walk out in the back. Or bar apart from the specialized cars, their man is on phone to Sanamo. Yehuana. Some of these chief executives and ministers, they are abusing every opportunity, living as if there is nobody ahead of them.
But say Ebion also cars are based on information.
What information?
You don't
that information or the one who they want to view man. I say, let's not allow politicians to be doing this to us. Let's not do that. I know that's what far for Snilla because when we say behind any tree, they'll pay no kicker. If you are accountable to Ghanaians, if this is the way the president is behaving now. I said, okay. And call because I don't want to call out his name. Officially, to the campaign platforms. Politicians, they easily forget themselves. They 2 million now. Now, they're big shake up ever. And most chief executives, they will go down.
CEOs.
Of course. As it stands now, ministers of more cabinet of guaranteed on your 3 pay. And on your guarantees on the ratio for bigger one ever. 3. 3, I can boldly call out 2. 2 nuclear 1 na medical to ya. Of course.
And John Janapo.
2 asa.
Obi anye.
Omo ke bia no omutirikika. O don ko son keka keka nsem we nchira manfo sa ba ne koye adwuma. Because the governors are going to people queue to go and vote for you to continuously propagate falsehood and lies.
But what do you call a lie? Or say Abaye the first government within 1 year. Fulfill every promise in their youth manifesto.
Mesro. Ukra the anime the emi Dennis say ukra what say any mumrano ni bibia wo. Ye dey say akotra de niaba. It be no maham. So ma kenka atro. The ukwa utie unim say say me kwada na me dey ba. Making country we are also there be yenye. Also there be yenye. No be sure the 1 year we na there. And I say by the time next year we are done with
almost be a new manifesto for the youth. We are first
they should just let's get serious on this matter. Because if you tell me that 133 who catch them say it's been done. 133 oh say it's been done. Not 24-hour economy, they say there be 24-hour explanation. Every time we are explaining things, 24-hour economy, I bet 24-hour explanation. Is that what they want to tell us now? Obia redefine what the 24-hour meant. Obia redefine. So they should take governance, some of them, they should take governance serious. I can't just say enough of their optics, no, enough. Get down there and work because there's a lot to be done in this country. Nekura Obi, what if you have first light problems are now? Not even a respect from the urban roads or highways or wherever to write to Ghanaians to say, Adiana Muhu or Honom, yes, yes, with impunity. Nobody is held accountable for anything. To be found. Such a major area. City
from Hanson
time me memorial edaho ya wadwumakua ehwema saade ye adwuma no obi amfa ho odopa come nobody cares. That's why we have a problem in this country. We are getting into a chaotic scene. They are not seeing it. They are only amassing wealth. That's the best thing they're not doing. They are amassing wealth at the expense of the citizenry. It will demonstrate now no munya sa public office. How and how Sika Obenya Ninyoma and Sam Fatal Baye and now actually
on this weekend and so young Como ID with Chebino.
Yeah,
I think one thing that also came out, the role of it may sound like a broken record, but the role of Nanano in this fight. Say it's not kind and another time. Say they are approach to fighting illegal money in a top down. It will not work. Unfortunately, the same thing about so by almost air to us. That strategy has not worked. It will not work. This strategy they be a soldier for any family free crime. Ya team wegum or China you see Operation Vanguard or China Operation Halt or China Operation Galam Stop and they say 9 months. It has not worked. It will never work. It has to be a bottom-up approach. Oman unim se enne. Uko inkura yetu mining galamsey wo hona. Ahimfie bia won a task force. Task force na juma mo ye ne se omo so ti omo gum. Nana se there was I'm telling you. All of those areas. Task force from ahimfie. If I talk car mo ma brand car no. All over the place. It almost call miners na wo site. Inti nana se the modebe boa himfie every miner. These are miners doing illegal mining. In fact, what small scale mining licenses papampono are not doing responsible mining. I don't know how. And now me who be I was encouraged. Oh, breakum.
Yeah.
Demonstration.
Demonstration.
So I'm told said breakum de ne bi ni ho.
Crowd.
Saying they be a
breakum atroni as in the bronga happen the night. Yes. Something that you
man for now react has said never. And I'm hoping so many the necessary support from Nananom to stop this thing from coming. That is the strategy that has worked.
Nananom, yes, I understand. Atroni as a case study. Nananom SEMP, Nananom Bodeuro, Alpha Ben Community Funny, the A. Nananom Nananom support.
Even where politicians now the Jantruak man and Nanum say yes, Momoa and Mayanko. Nanum you manim say a Passa Qua, Mon support and Yanko and Saka Boati bidding. And the Adiana say a pay and pet, and I and I mean settings and quan the photo one yachas Charlie enquire on illegal mining in the enquiry because you see the videos we are seeing the impunity is mind-boggling. It's mind-boggling.
I really don't.
Maybe
know.
We may have to heed to the advice of the Archbishop.
That
so, and Sunday no bonfire say galamsey ni nyina nsu nani empty. Maybe how they do this. We may need divine intervention.
What are my message? Message on the so playing the Edinburgh chair for now. Our Brazil man. Ono de nyamiti mi ye. A bony padre in yes. I know they are too dry. But back to the preachings, a more practical wisdom. The idea one can salvage to me. You know, you don't task.
I say, Pentecost or your new be. Yeah. The nipen to me, the above for end to me, say yes to Bemwa. What are my a baby by a echo board dump him, a way your choir who do my so far would do echo bomb pie or home. But they're all kind of. Refer to the matters of the spirit again. You are unable to contend with it. Sure. But the physical aspect, on one Catholic church, most of the time, no, there are certain things. So when you with them, when you Ghana for boy, you say you come away. Say, oh, you're henny. So you're assemblyman. Say, oh, your opinion leader. Oh, you're DC. Now bind you up with baby. Now should you bind the amount, man, paying the amount. They say. Say a quiet through the lands minister and they almost are river gas in Asabekan. Mumwa and Namon say, Sana Montune, Intimin Nimuna, and we pay. Obia involved, ya Simon. Ya Simon Crano, Anamukonaivo, Anamu collaborate. It is hono, Edian Yakoye, Yakobon Pise, Sakunaivans, no, and the collaboration, no, Yamfa force being in Kunkumetima, and I think when they. Debbie. Oh, bien will be ditching. That's how we could have from Jack out a nipa could demu a jabba go anywhere final. And Mijitum, Papa. This approach, if you use that mechanism now and a method now, Obi, Nasebi, Obiabe fa excavator. Nitim pony has or the kutu from a goodie. What do a forest in pay for Janja forest or Nananum of Honum, Mebuno Krumonum, Obia, Jika, a paved way. Amanako forest. What do you, Mr. Wadaroma? Who the GDA cry to animal is walk a bomb pie and boy, we know the GD. One for GD and two animal. Umpire Wabunian, academ. So after prayer, you have a certain kind of power around you. Say, what do I know? Can say, Mo Bia Noncia and Cosa quieting and I am Cosa Shudma. Well, be clearly. And never seen there. Ebia na so din ene asobra chentino. Can you see a crum? Yes, a brother bia yankwafu. It was respected without effortlessly. And there was a reason why. Reason for that. No, it made the Debbie Adamika. A man yourself na say no. We have to be extremely careful. Mrs. Ubim, a man yourself. That is why I keep reminding the NDC that you still have the opportunity to reset this country.
most of the traits that I'm exhibiting, it has nothing to do with resetting. Most of the traits that I'm exhibiting, it has absolutely nothing to do with resetting. You can't reset while Galamsey is still on. You can't reset while you go to public office and people don't even have places to sit. You can't reset when your mom over 2 years no complain say your papa no. San your man na muguso amoye.
Another demonstration any signal they ma by any say afedie hunahuna no any intention injustice attack on free speech. Democracy is really under attack. Chairman.
Yo, I know ba. This is this for Omaji Omaniso. Omaji Omaniso. Obi be sasa na chairman NDC ajo Omaniso. And almost stations in be a BTT. I demonstration no you to share dank and run and 1 year. Yeah, they
region. Yania recorded the highest number of maternal deaths in 2025. 253 cases. 253 cases of maternal death. And 2025 Ashanti region recorded here. We have a total number of 965 women died during childbirth in Ghana in 2025. Makacho me say NDC aban we buy no enema yempese ebobodin before 2017 NPP ebaba power no na mekai mini asset Kwame Boateng said, oh, good morning, it's been long, bro. Said Kwame Boateng of Joy FM and a bear document to be our Ashanti region next to die our Konfanache enkwala ya wo mofu from apemfo a omo braso omo bawo baby omo da enkwala we se dom gu nkubeta mu baby wasa nan enkwala nan da no de enkwala be edu mienu aguo chese congestion ne ade condition na wo no me se uye oba na wo fefo na wo braso na wo konfo no chia me se atunu nyankopon ena wo bedi sa adwumadie no ena yema me Rebecca Akufu Ado, the beautiful Rebecca Mabeki, Edim Rikania Yemishia, Tima, and your dog, woman sentimenti, Oba Confonoche Abayar Sabia, and Afe, Obe provide emergency space, temporary one, honum, and according to Confonoche for now, from then, and Sadia HR say pain. Nana the dan kwa Akufo-Addo enim diemuno. No nim say ebedu baabi a number ne besa rise bio. Enti maternal blocking for over 40 years, 50 years. Abaya ba aban kwa. Yara je Akufo kwa na ba ya oya nyi so obetu wana mo kakra. Na the dan kwa Akufo-Addo ba no, oye se okọ home. Ana omomo nim de wo dance e no etu no fusa da bi. Baabi ai ka kono. A dynasty will be feared the Nigerian and what they are from Tianu na yesifu from Ampa Utie Akubapam Edu Dani na Agui Asa Pejai within 1 year. Baby and now go for not ya. Yes, Dinedruno 18 months are ending Abaye. So power Timano Dawson Guma Santa Maya. And the ma Aqua wasn't in Kala, ya woman for fry. Enka baby and maternal block no enka omo wie a operationalize e ma na ye adwuma na do ni MPP aban ni nesanti no arobi ase na be ya pressure ama only the premier hospital a wa Santa Mansinti no agenda 111 a yes no what do so ana ba Santa Mantem a enka Mantem bi anasa ministry bi a district bi a ebenyane de nanka de yidire no conference no district bia so no agenda 111 no atumi amia ye bi ohonum and this abai baye omusi ho amfa omu amfa so bia ni so if is a woman no ye to abakwa na wo mu nyare do awa asantema mu hanum enne ye se apemfo omu kwa wo so a omu wuye 253 the highest asi ewo Ghana hanum Ashanti region ahane baye na mame nkwa ma so na me nkodi nkomo we mra ya kan say no wo ka koku akuafo so a Asante mante maso ebi wo ha pa mesi akwasiasie du oni ye isia no me koku akuafo na eno a eno me de bobo ho ban a ye isia nko school da akwasiasie du nko school da nanso koku nti wo mutim de manso mema nko a ene obi a akosuku a ye won krakra no ekra at least 2 degrees na enne emra abai wede ba enfa koko ho ene koko body nsem no yara Isaac ya opoku aya MP awo Offenso South mame no eni nkomo emra. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Apom ya de
Nyamia domine mo pa bo ya ho ye pa mi se ozoso oni watie fo mo so mo ye
yenso ye ho ye wadarma anopai fire kosuku kakra GOLDBOD emra fofo matintim no emra no esesei ma hu sa onenso dwefo di nkoma utu abayefo se ohwe menu na ngaba akra ka won twensan na parliament mo san trase eni ho nkomo bio ade
yo nyame das such reality for me that is so offering so the kind emra ye de important GOLDBOD no and of course ache and I have disjointed the breed and to say coming now boom na ya shemra fofra ya ne aman ayaje dan so wo shemra ama kokwakufo ene stakeholders a ewo kokko baluchi ni na mwa ate say unya dade na unya toboase kokko bele ya fa no titi pa edikan ye kwafo one kwafo ono mo anina mo ye posum no omo ihia omo bi no pa ni license buying companies no omo tokoko ema Ghana buy one fair omo de omo niema consensus kukrata so e de brain consensus makoma nan no omo de brain yan shakura omo chikoko mayen eye holiest koko no omo na kofa free class here near the abaport omo yan fair omo mo de brain na buy 3 FM mo de brain na buy am say yan pass brain no under certificate of agency let us say jasu SEO na aba enti mo pese brain mo pass na jasu omo say the person make your 70% near the kind the person you local processors no ya ma omo 50% na omo processing organ here so and you say na so person mark your 70% and every na esi kwan una wa ban and you person mo 70% how much na mo no to bo ase ni a hye mrai o person mo local processors 50% see kwa ye ka say you local processor now person will talk cocoa 90% of cocoa you producing na bibia nsi kwan bibia ni we si kwan etimuntu mo boase ni se emra no mo baby under certificate of agency the buy within 1 week we are pass emra na wi ya consult to be na edikan ye person ni o hwe emra no ma se na mu a abaje nti ebia yentumi enkani na entumi ni beye nyansa bi na menka ehwasem ni kan obakaya kamia na NDC fowa aban mu no omo se mra se enka oye private company now per se uton kokoa especially license buying companies no ukoko a obetom ubetumi export you 30%. So not say see ya kasa de GOLDBOD fon kwa ana etokoko omun kwa na ton koko ya ye friend export and external marketing of cocoa no GOLDBOD fon kwa na tumi eye and the nunti amagana ye koko ye quality ni dia the whole world no be anyone dia to ye see a boss every film so koko na ya nsana ya did ya call amanone. So you Kufo Nyamia Dunka 2021 so we need elections now and come implement this idea. You are Kufo by a woman and we share more. You see, I was just doing more addition external marketing, export and external marketing of cocoa. The addition say private sector and between participate. Let's just say cocoa near the liberalize near cocoa board from Kwa and the beton. And the council of mines are close and so a new view. It may be a minor thing. It will not be in the supreme interest of the nation at all until we start close in film. A dear mo, as you Ukraine, na Ukoko no, what the trade the abaco per cry. Ukoko no, says a sabrona chin now to say you free no. Ukoko no, so to say you prune. Nina won't mean that a different awkward to me. Free aban wansa ani ya kafe na so wonim se ni bi okoko pa na se ye koko a anka samrai kunshe ebi ze ni a daily routine okona fom ni ehunu se ebian ahase eho ayesu obetwetwam for say you should not damage your koko utwam so a so be damage no nkrampan ko na ba mu a utwa be damage no ana koko no mo aye bo atoje no apagye ye boma no eba abubo ho kakrakra enti ye bo ho no emunu no na woyiyi aban no so dabi ni tumi so be yesa agese okodi tumi efri cocoa board na aban ho asan watumi abe e so samrai you can't enforce it want to me and say na krafo ebi wa ha na wo so kra wa timelines bi ama we kra so se be papa every day one co school that is no cocoa creamy. Now say na walk to application the akoma cocoa board for say the cocoa in person chichemu, the cocoa in grand prime but some person chichemu, the cocoa in person for some brother me chop be free one nti sam na no when you view ebe ha akuafo ji say omo de enso omo ye wontumi kwa ya man license say onfa enkonko ye legal mining. Now or no sublet you chat to be now will be say or franco CC crown or no ya charging say why illegal mine you so a sublet or the necessary be na mo bi or 20 years. And since we been to someone now you can in the bush ya and one so call report to say na who say ya poko chat the cocoa ni e free mu here about the church. So e so you cocoa crani now cocoa na bia na cocoa na nyini enti support cocoa biom ebia na asase ko asade bia dim biom enti support cocoa biom ebia na abotan bi ko awu asase na sintu bia cocoa sisi a na ewu enti support cocoa biom na opefe wo de ye beautiful fra repurposing ntumi ye this no okwaje tuni edifie aban ho uye no fi wa we say so you cocoa creamy na yen register wo ntumi cocoa no ntumi ntom we cocoa creamy na fi yen register wo cocoa no ntumi ntom so registration eye e be say you cocoa creafo nyina enti register wo nyina na mo fi ne kasie ne ba bi e wo nyina eye na ndo dan kwa kufo do ni raba wo mi aban e na sha 2019 e be pem ne ntie nsunie ntumi register creafo nyina o. So, don't sembra now send it just say, who I am register on a want to mean call cocoa beer. Let's just say, and Yamra which mean I am fossil. So, if you say name clear, Yam Nameko register me home, and it's a cocoa board now they register me. Now, if you register me, I was in the cocoa no internet tom. Sunday, yes, and war, Codenso. I say, almost say, Yabama, a Kriafono, 70% of gross FOB. Almost some almost control dropped in the mono. Ya major home say on the microphone 70% of the world market price. Yes, you and they are some papa. I said, I dare question ya almost daddy and your world market price. Now your price cocoa board for no be achieve. Yes, the price of cocoa board for no be achieve, monk be achieve there. A better than it's maybe near the actually. If it's a world market price there, and now Google call phones now Google, we don't know where market price. And most 70% now the money, they have some papa. na afei de wase sam sɛ nya wo betumi anya no ɛno na ade bɛtuga na ɔma mu 70%. So nti ne yɛka sɛ price a ɛyɛ cocoa board fo nko a na betumi calculate ne deɛ ɛyɛ ade a ɛno bɛha adwen nti sɛ ɔyɛ paniyɛ di a ɛmɛ bia no sɛ PPRC fo no ba bɛtena se na wɔn a nanso producer price na wɔn mi yɛn hunu ne yɛ kɔɔ mu ansa na wɔn atumi ayɛ ebie mu wɔn sɛ wɔn bɛma local processors no 50%. Cocoa a yɛde produce nyinaa sisi yɛ wohwɛ yɛn capacity a yɛ capacity ne deɛ ɛwɔ hɔ ɛnso so yɛntumi process saa processing local processors no so yɛntumi process na ne ɛwɔ mu ne sɛ yɛ cocoa no yɛwɔ mu ahodoɔ mmienu yɛwɔ light crop bean and the main crop bean no pet and the common on the cotton and the coya external contract. No, do this ya cotton cocoa bridge, ya cotton cocoa bridge, and your main crop bean can a cotton. The farm main crop bean a cotton. And I'm saying your cocoa no your pension, your qua, your bono, it means a boy washer. Every ton beer, your beton beer, no. Yenya additional between $150 and $300 at the count. Every time we are cocoa no quality in the unity. And now, so yeah, no Cote d'Ivoire for I say above your negotiations. Say, any produce cocoa can see a pa. Say, your cocoa major soa, into me chocolate beer. You say, if we are forming yet now more my baswa, finally the do better, or more abandoned. And to your from Tobia, your beton beer, our abridged, my we have found a living income differential of $400 per ton. The cocoa beton be and apart from price now you know I'm saying just no. You premium of between $150 and $300. I can't add every ton be a better ton be and you additional $400 a living income differential at the count. And only main crop no. So and then you say cocoa na yɛ de bɛma yɛn local processors no ɔmo bɛtɔ no sɛnea yɛtɔ no wɔ amanɔne no anaa efisɛ sɛ yɛn mprɛmprɛm yi deɛ ɛyɛ light crop bean no ɛna yɛde ma wɔn light crop bean no yɛde ma wɔn a ɛnam sɛ aba no soso ne nti no yɛte so yɛ discount no bɛɛ minimum 20% ɛna yɛde ama wɔn and this yɛ de main crop bean no bi na ɛbɛka ho because light crop bean no ɛyɛ only about 30% pɛ. So the additional 20% of the main crop no bɛka ho deɛ na bisa sɛ mbra na ɛsɛ ɔma ɛyɛ clear na obi ate ne ho ase akuafoɔ te ɔmo ase na local processors nso ɛte ɔmo ase sɛ yɛbɛte so ne yɛde ama wɔ mo ne yɛte so deɛ a na kyerɛ sɛ yɛnyɛ sika a ɛsɛ sɛ nkiri nya no ɛsɛ sika no hwan na ɛbɛfa ɛyɛ cocoa board foɔ na ɛbɛfa saa ka no anaasɛ yɛde bɛsoa ghanafoɔ nyinaa yɛbɛtete obi akakrakra na yɛde akushin local processors na anaasɛ 70% na akuafoɔ no no ɛnu bi ɛna yɛbɛte ɛde afiri hɔ ana so ɛnti ne nea nneɛma bɛyɛ nsia ɛna yɛ highlight ɛwɔ cocoa board bill no a yɛpaase no wɔ parliament with the last week of July no.
Na wọ́n yẹ fà sẹ́mu kura ẹ̀nfiri. Ẹ̀yẹ̀dá aban akọ̀tì bíẹ́ bi mu a ẹ̀wọ̀ sẹ́ ọ̀dẹ́ ahọ̀nhárẹ̀ so ẹ̀paase sáà mìíràn yìí ẹ̀ntì na ọ̀yẹ́ no under that certificate of agency na náà sẹ́ wọ́n nkasa kura no ẹ̀yẹ́ mu nwanwa sẹ́ ọ̀tutu sáà mìíràn no.
Ẹ̀yẹ́ obi anwanwa wọ́n paase ẹ̀wíyẹ no yẹ paase mìíràn no. Wednesday or so, the last week of July, of the passing year, and then Juada. You're passing every year, no, you're passing run every year, no, Juada, and a form penny for the FM, say, after your form cocoa board, say, or Mumbrani church or Mumbrani. You're passing every year, no, you're passing run every year. And I just, okay, I won't just say, we pan and make up that pan, as I said, with you. If it's a cocoa boy, dear, I think, yeah, yes. Afibia yese na gidie bia cross him if you say last year mo catch say monya achieved FOB of $7,200 per ton no one farm ayen Adekye ya mo so mo koye emergency cabinet meeting mo koye ya ebo no kra mo beto ye no na mato so mo de anso mo ye mo ba mo promise say koko bag bia na no na nye promise ana eno is different from nyamokan mo catch say koko bag bia mo ma 6000 ye nyina dimrika akuafo ye da ye dimrika ko to aba e de ma mo so no na me de ne me hu ne se be koko adwuma na ye pese egu no koko adwuma no a na pesi yegu no na no oti radio no nim se wodi wani di akira omokoye demonstration den wo ho
yeah
say impio omoka nso da bia wo na ban release kata ya tia koko kwani bi aka impio omoka so license buying company si omo consent omo de buy legitimate so ebi wa omo koko mra no say we be koko eba na koko board for Nigeria within 21 days I say piawka license buying companies aya ye cha mo adapaye bo mo subu nyina no omo ane kwaji omo bosia de koto koko omo ane kwaji omo bosia e de koto koko na auto koko no na we de ba na koko board for ji koko no within 21 days no na as I say you piawka the even say what $100 now we are break koko board for na $100 no e piawka no san de akoto for no san de aba ya san piawka within 21 days so within 21 days no mo ka say so you tia ya interest say na say generate so mo tell you na class so I say license buying companies na yes so you put koko on behalf of government no ya yes so you brand enka emere mo sisi ya you don't make your 70% no yes so percentage saying and am there mine so I think any na yes say ni na no bi atu no wase o ye adwuma na che say ahoden abem so the license buying companies akoko no a ye share ya ye maye ye boa ye maye 3625 ye ti so ba 2587 no koko akrati fo no bebre atonwam ebiza samwe no no koko awa kuafo wa omotia omoka 3625 no ye teso ade chi ya teso no omoso ye border da no mbetia bizameni ye koko krati ni no koko be $100 every bag dia no they lose over 1,000 cedis ya teso to $100 ya se me kope 100,000 na medeko bibi no be $1,000 ebi atonwam so nti abai koko no ano fese ogunu na nya sa anka beka hye no sem na mi yekuani ya me de mefu sembeso ni twedie bia me bo amani asa mi twem koko mo me bo amani asa ade a eye routine da bia no na eye so
when you say koko ne won sansam say kra no e na aban ntiase anase there might be other reasons ntia wo ye we
ano beso ya na ni nyina asase ni nyina say ni de ye galamse ni wanya gold ndodo ezo se na ni ba bi o nyina ye gold board ni ni wo nyina ye gold board no kwa na zede na ni ewo ho so ndi no masase ni nyina na no ye call ransi ye do bono obedi na ye de pese si ye fo no bebre mu kufu kama woni ye ni ku afo no ko ka se so mu we de e mo mpena ye de pese si mu a se ye be se gold wa so nti me de ni ame ni huru pa ne de ama no koko na djuma na mfa no e be gold egunu ya se na asase na akodam pan ye de ni na ye de ye galamse na ne galamse e fa hin pa ne ye galamse yiji and a forest away na untimi mo forest ba ko pa o se forest we dey a virgin forest. There's no forest in Ghana ya mine wom and now kwa you gusa na no na me tie ready one of your radio station summer boy no say hey na mo se dey ntini mo se untimi se galamse ho asem ntini mo ti untimi bia ene mo mra summer boy ha de mo ba en ka no ma ye be ti obia ebi galamse obia yebi enso so sabe untimi pe na bi anyasi no so obia yebi so no nti ye forest ni na ya se ni na ntimi de ni hu se aban no pe se koko industry no collapse no na wonu na say ya na ni na no ye dia mine gold ye dia mine na ye nya gold ndodo nya kwa koton
Amoka ye a mosusu ama aban se onchinchan so kakrai aban antia what next?
Oh, so opportunity ni de ni na wa aban ho tumi de ni na wa aban ho ntinwa de ye se no se ye wa mantanyi na dawoma se onyamfa na sanshase a na ye ken e fe no onti na sopam ebi se wo semra me a wo semra e fa na ho pa me kua ni ho amfra me a mama manje wo wie na nsa na abetwetwe mu ebi ni wa adwuntire bia na me ka abere na akonomam enko klata so me a me ye license buying company me de ma de se de beto wentie me a me ye holy a me twi kokoro no me de ma de se de beto wanim wentie so enti me jiri go man panyi obetie na sopam na nka on sign famra me mo bo ho ne enye broader stakeholder engagement me wia ne de command na na government na wasa emra ne de nyina ye di tu se emra no ye hyemra no eye na mum efese obia everybody should be on board until you nzo man panyi betie na sopam so enti na sopam no sign all the body a minority ne reach my ya ne se ye de ni ebedi achiri na bibia efese ye dia no ya
Anya de di kan e dara PSA abana yesa wanya absolute majority of parliament in Jamrano edom kuman baka wasama na nso no atwe afam in Ghana's future elections what will you advise the Ghanaian electorate to do say the absolute majority say Emma Manyokobi whether MPP or NDC
me na me da pa me no come so bedroom and chair me second term ni na 8 parliament no na almost na a year of time 137 plus 1 138 no year 137 ye sheme bia na ye bia consensus ye nyina tnase so wo mo se wo da bi ye nan ha ye nyen se ye nyina ye tnase ndi me jidi se senka ebere yi pa nka sa type of parliament ni de nka sa na tem bia nka enye the MPP ni yenya absolute majority de bria ebe me de nanso so saa de me ya na emma ahoma so bi ne tumi bi de same we ya call committee level any you be say mo say my stakeholders engagement mo fa report mra my yenhwe because we ne akuafo hia only license buying companies hia only holidays here obe generate report nke mo va report number ebi ni ho yes ebi ni ho de amon twen enye om zero david into minority for nyina ye vote against ena ye call committee na asem na make yo ena om de om majority every year so mo absolute majority ni on person mo ye bia but mo o man no the next Ghana for pa say me slow om that type of majority there emwa o man bia kina frese omunhwe na sanya betina ma o man no nyina ye kande na minka de na tumi pa no nyamia ya dom na ekọ post no bi mu a omunhwe se yen ma one party bia sa overwhelming majority no emwa ese ye kwa edi bia omo kan omo ye kwa na omo sre enso so enwa na omo beye
Dog, let me show you pay. Offenso ana for about 20 pesos some rasebe dwani. Onwanyam for Isaac ya opoku. Ono ana meneno edin komwe efa kokoko kwayo ene mra fufura aban epese odebe bare kokoko kwayo ene ho ana montuo ene hu dwadie eho no. Meeting diasa ngotwe abo apa nonso ho would meet this and pay Bosheba Ima Precious Eugene Kingsley Shadrach Ice-T Aso Foko and a me kwabena and I animo edinko makaya 9:45 so that munim said there be a yanum and your best sorry Jumedi eso na meka maternal death unfortunately ya recordo in Ashanti region 2025 the highest in all the 16 regions na abusia okay kabomwa meje se ensam no baby ekika kono ani enya na meka agenda 111 now the dankwa Akufo-Addo aban said the COVID-19 baba ye and the firm ntino na ban ne trase esie bibi free mu ese awose aboaboa hu esie na daachi bibi to ye empofiri mu ya pomu de se de esie hye de se tintim no atumi responding to the problems and as the challenger ebetumi ediaba edinka mansini bia ebenya na asupitia de ye Kolebu Teaching Hospital, they are 37 military hospital, they are in University of Ghana Medical Center, they are a Convention Teaching Hospital, and Quebec at the corner be surgery be all the district hospitals are Nanka yes, you know. A buy exercise and this a buy a buy ye. Busume Bako, Busume Menu, Busume Miensa, the Mahama already can't get say Oba. Ye man na kakra no vankodi honeymoon kwodi dwono ho kakra saabra na so atwam 18 months getting to 2 years agenda 111 hospitals na dan kwa Akufo-Addo ne dota ba me agya ne ho na ebi 90%, ebi no 70%, ebi no 65, ebi no kwa de abanda dan e commission akase be operationalize keke besin and this abayi abaye wo mo se omunko ho afei kra de kwabna menta akando health minister aka chere say ensorry na abayi be maybe atwam no mo sisi asupiti na omiya yasane ma no wo mo ana wo se mo se omun take over agenda 111 if it's abayi any sika ode ebeyo nanso beni uti krom hai ye bo sika aban atwitwa ede ko miamia bia ye nyina yenim se emfa so bia amra oman yi eni sika nipa ebi bubodi se ayira afa ekosi ha na je se ubusa se aban no ne priorities na hia de na hia sam na gira odre Ghana fo se enyema putupuri hia abema 100 timamufo no and say is government setting his priorities right? The question no answer no there. Mwam wo fia mutima no pay mo hwa me no minim se mwam be ya no e de afa. And so in Ashanti region 253 maternal deaths. Apemfo a omokọ awo so akọwo aba 253 2025 nkwao na adai ene nipa aka omano atum e okrom ha entina nanom amwa santemamo monte madise ewi muhui asofu amwa okrom hanom monte muhui abaina dan kwa Akufo-Addo abraso adie biara it was a suitable topic for your pulpit adie biara na sikoma biara asofu de preach na no de gunsa eya se kura na mo ka wasam tisa asam kura ne mfa ho a mo betim asam na mo na besi so na mo de aka asam e de aguaban na e twam ne ho fin. Today these things are happening before you. You are not talking about it. Enti yeyina ya nu yeyina ya sense ansa na mosore sambakasa. You had a voice talking about everything that happens under another government. Today, your silence is becoming too loud. Too loud. Too loud. Na areho. Esaya nguasia ama na nanima himfini bi. Ani asofo ne bi. Ani so-called civil society organizations, you know. How long are you going to be silent because of maybe the one and answer for Swabia, a byway, and a byway, and a Fedefedebia, a byway buyer, or they are. And so you don't think about your people again. You don't think Ghanaian again. You think yourself. 253 maternal death in 2025 alone. Now Ghana, you know, you said 965. 965. A total of 965 women died during childbirth in Ghana in 2025. Ebi ameka me say ewu bia ewu a eya nkwanhye ewu aya atofuwo aya na atofuwo bi ensere se oba afafuro abosome nkro emu atete ne nase tatai bre wom toda birimu njare mpo a jesa wotena akonya so emu ntasutia abofro ni nyina chino na wayene nkakran ebresu se okowo a anhyehyɛ a wɔsa aban ayɛ ɛma wonya trabea papa nurse ni papa midwife papa hospital papa na during childbirth ɔbɛwo afa ne ho afa ne ba na ɔba fie bɛka abusua ho no aban from a deɛ wɔyɛ so yɛ a wanya nti maame no kɔ a ɔmma biu to da akwara ne bɛba maame ne mma na akwala yi ɔbɛbɔ asesa without any fault of his or hers. Aban nneɛma a wɔso wɔyɛ a wanya nti na ade was yɛ declare National Day of Mourning o ebi ameka me sini pensia helicopter bi omukɔhwe hɔ mu wuye areko. I don't wish it for anybody. It is very unfortunate. Nyame maybe nsibi okronfo nkwa chichi but the name sisi okrom hanom no aban yam na kwa se the pension wo hia ne sire bibia okrom ha kan kwahye mi si na nkwala dunsia dunso no mawu pragope and cry kumase kwantimpo so enipa wu anopa awia anyumia to the say ebinum crash. Now in a year 965 women died during childbirth. Abaywe akana no atum Osha so aforo kwa no kan wasam na asare ne kwa enfa no ho she just reported it. Unwara ho ne ya de bia kwa board anim. If it's Abaywe free say Ghana for to abade amomu abomanya absolute majority enti Ghana no ya toma womu ya wele e de ache womu ne nrada jumede bi ekoso ewo English abechimemu mampanyi da aje ekufo ekokasa wo honum ena ochre aban we say aban entiase say Ghana for to abama de bebebe ri nchese Ghana ya tawo de amano anasa Ghana no eye ne dia o Ghana no eye nyina ye dia na ewo mu a Ghana for busa akuntabuo e de afiri ne ho na do Mahama kwa de ga wo se ni uye sa ne mai kra ye koso e de nka Ghana for huru de ye koso wa wabre so efi se Ghana ni wadi ni yie Ghana show Ghana bo hoka Ghana yo papa from assemblyman, parliamentary candidate, MP, deputy minister, running mate, vice president, caretaker president, former president, presidential candidate, and then today a president of the Republic of Ghana again. Your Excellency. Sa woman na Ghana na tia ka ba ho kasa. Amonya mo for so sa. Enye wase da. Also the Ghana foni. This should not be you. Ye ka obi anko so nyanti ase nim dear experience our memuma. Your Excellency, respectfully. And can say what? Now the only idea. I say Ghana for your papa and I would the bonita yeka. I mean nim the Ghana for you. Minim bonepa Ghana for your Excellency. John Dramani Mahama. I could tell way and I would my ye. Ukroya she say eya kwa say ye John Mahama ni NDC de emma minim de Ghana for ma de ayemo fi say nan wa da man pani kufo abreso okofa free maternal care eba ye awo mu ko wo mu free mo ba ye na mo de health insurance one time premium capitation fayin kosia na no mo ye ne basa o ana nkakran kenya me ya aduma NPP aban bai no eno musa be share san hye no kina nano yekoto abai with the women's bank ana Ghana for to abama ho ya to aba ma ho abosumi dun watwinie women's bank no se beba ne se beba kina se beba bosumi ye obi anim to the Ghana for my dia grossa dada umusa and this for Ghana for my day. Nan what da edwade fu a wo mo brete hasio mo wa ban mu eja se second man to asahen na maslok ache sika de ko ba wo mu a na ba besia sika no agofa no so by the dad de ko to my bua no fo a mo ba ye mo se dina tamakulu oh e ma na ye boniti mo ma de se emfa mo ho enti on fa no hunkodi respectfully NDC for Ghana ma mo dai ye be bone pa na Ghana ma e de ayemu mo ankasa mo ho yi amanyoku a anaze eku a na ho a e be wo NDC mo founder Jerry John Rollins, yeli do ye ma wo krom ha wo kenyetia ma obo ma da ja etwa omumpre yenim mokwa sa ba bia wu da mo ba se NDC a ma ekwa wu free na omunya ya free maternal care no mo ba ye asante mamu nko a na fe de aboro so how so 1 year no baby and head minister and resign minister for women, children and gender protection also you sat unconcerned, you watched on for 965 women to die in a year, childbirth 253 die in one region in a year. Wow. Nti asofo na my madwen say the aban ye efa agenda 111 ho mon kasa no mon sore ma e na ewu no mo hwe ya ebeti esi mo yerenom so ene mo mama so because the ekoso no obia ya at risk miniama memma obia risk going through that same situation. Because the Bible may be anxious, or one year be a day back. Well, and I know what's about Cassa, United Jama won't be like us, Obiabe. I saw for the Moncassa, United. And these are the reasons why Namia 2028 Abaye Kotono. And this MPP Nibia Diagro. I was saying, yeah, Juma Day, you can't who bomb you to a more beers and a bear. 2028 at all cost, by any legal means, MPP as I win election 2028 near power. Na eno ana montuo no ana party no ahyase A2. Aye police station elections, aye electoral area coordinators there. Aye constituency elections, regional elections baso. In Ashanti region, I am hoping and praying that the party people will take a decision that will save this party and prepare us, position us as a region that is ready for the next elections. And so now be and I was here to about Manu. Abujanfo say ya nhwe na ya tie fom na ya anwene party no ho ne akua ne say emo ne anwa we na akyem wa me we na mama anwa we na madamfo we na mene bo abusua we na mene fifie we na mikrom ni enti ne say akoto ba Ashanti region ebedi edokono kwa me de makase I don't want to compromise the 2028 victory because the end is for the year from no, we can live like this beyond 2028. In terms of my party for police station for Makwenya, like myself, I am here. Let us take a decision that will save this party. Now, let me say, so what downfall? I have a downfall, a downfall. Say, Uncle Fano, review it. Shishamuye. Why are some people so comfortable with NDC? And yeah, NDC did say in the last 18 months. Abufua omo say atete omotete a party mperifua omotiti omuno. Womo munyuma agu mentene mabawa they've lost their jobs in the last 18 months just because omu belong to the other side of politics. Tiaba we ba no ajo munyuma nyina afi omu nsam. Womo ma ye contract ye ntua omuka. And the Ghana no unam wa udi emhihye nam kom because uni wasema udi ho bem and I udi for abama ne abanya asem. The government can decide to do whatever they want to do to you. So we did bem so before. Abana na monchire abai. Monchire abai. Hey monkwachini acho. Hey monchini achino. Hey monchini achino. Enu de timu okromu a. Nanso abusuanfo mo Ashanti region, some people of our party are so comfortable with what the NDC is taking us through. And the Aquanyina no omo mowa omo nka ho asem wonte ho maache anaza ma ha every ho. And so I think the party cannot trust these people. Saturday, all the 16 regions go and vote for people. And now you don't know far with you. Ni ye die, nemfoswo, atuo. Ni the MPP far with you, ni MPP ye die, any MPP nkuru die 2028 to wa obeyi MPP die no na onyi wono no die. Let us not vote for people who sat on boards and taking decision to give NDC people jobs instead of a hard-working NPP. Na maya de obi atimi ka bi. But de be na waye enti yenyi wunni se de wo kasa obeye no e kira obetumi aye. These are the questions we should ask ourselves before taking a decision on Saturday. Yatuaba 2024. Arehua MPP for fame. Nisia ye maame mu mpedifo bi tena afie so ye ebinom da so su ebesine. The pain, the shock omunya mfiri mu na NDC for baby akwaji omani a watam obia na MPP ni be na ade be kino bo soye na NDC ni ti station hanom a omusa no ho se na de be asem na asi. Now you want to be a regional chairman of this party. Not only NDC for Obiang as NDC for your town fool. But when you allow them too much space, you become a suspect. Share your party for a muntie say. There be a mechanism way, and you'll be a nam el cobano. And I hear this what they will near Timupono or Jitumu. There are people with us. Woman percent 2028 election ye bury. If the opposition ye queen and cano. And found how them and ye be amren and fat this will be amreno. Now you are professor from Bombati, a cabinet minister, Abayaman and Yamfas will say 2024 one to about ordinary party person. And I was supposed to give visions here by the 2028 a young woman. And there are people who sat on boards. Our board need take a decision. I'm not ending this in Yedman or tell how do you want cafe. I want to man say MPP lawyers. How does that person think about you? Now no call by election we just so ni kumewu. No amini ajira de video yi sende me. Adwuma ye call kumewu ajuso even as enough. Chama kokufu tisi from koye no honom. I remember onye minim say ajuso constituency executives, former executive and current executives who wo hono ebedi ho dance. Onye, there were some national officers who call Honoma, onye branch of the Bomun to Tupamum. Omantimani nano. It took Chama to meet Chama Kufun Kwana Kowa, they welcomed them. The Kawan station Honum. He was all over. He could come with the same thing. People just came there, take pictures, announce their presence at the Chia Moko Unubu. When it was so difficult, so clear, say best of our vote apart no. Video be me hunu kokufu de megaphone nam kejetia. And I all strength for some konkotoba. So the other people, where were they? In all this campaign, I am yet to see a single video. I don't know who appear and then we campaign. And there was a for a banner of Cotu Memendano, and Yabusia some, and ye his some, and Yaman Penasa Massimo. It is about who can deliver. Yena Yatikrum. Yagana for Yana 2 bands in Florida. Nanyake, Bibiaku. Naya abaya toa. MPP now votes boom from Bantama. And even that time, na Bantama na Bantama keku. Naya Bantama and nay, a year 3 constituents in the Nipa Bakuheso. Quada so in Shiason and Bantama, ne boom. Tiajua wana super. But Chairman Kukufu delivered as a constituency chairman. I'm a mebia eba toba no the vote no eba. Obey MP, exceptional leadership. And his one of the former MPs at all times party program obehuno yetiti kroma yini MPs o mo lusu a ye nhia o mo bia da e party program class kwa ha betene nka na ye na yi na woko but from Bantama as chairman obeye MP lusu ye at all times what the radio so Peace FM Adom want to me bekuma so wo ko ha of na wasne ha what you say enti yede keto ma wo no o de yede na ya jiwo de se yede kese ma wo betuma ye and I made the so many in every constituency be neighbor 2024 if you are south Kwakwapia constituency 47 constituencies in Ashanti region would defeat two about constituency of Mahama the first five Omaka and to be out for the BC results from Ranemo admission never by admission. And as a tertiary education, whether you have a first class, and now so graduate. Tisanka University of Mokwa, a better entrance exams. Evidence of outright admission. Fee paying for no. And if you don't South, look where a consultancy chairman, oh yeah, day. Uja wanted to move by and quite by now fast or a resolve. And then they banned to Mashako Kufunsa or Bantamano. I had then your two Bantam in Florida. Then your magic been a year party chairman who. And then your rubber for you. And you could kufun in the constituency executives and a Cambo Muya Juma. And then you come and say, Ashanti regional chairman should have a voice. You should lead the conversation. Not party man I day I follow. Now for kwe lose power 18 months ni. Obincha me one single day. Aye ni apenyin chema Kwakwapia. Eti radio so TV so and as our friends and job for cry cassette sebe niam abone a NDC for ye. Yenim so nan for no mu. But at least asaba banka can be. Untumen criticize NDC for just one moment. Dr. Baumia, any swadewunu, untumintina radio su, and cheche mukrasa Ghana frontier. But you know what dear or didn't want the year campaign in this region in 2022, internal elections. You hear elections now what in FAHI. So the sound what deny a campaign Ashanti regional, ebi a vote in yan and keep back home, 100 be, 200 be, 1,000 be back home. Why is it that a do internal elections in Kwa and Yehuno? Why? Say a do internal elections in Kwa and Yehuno and Central for a down. From 2022 or lose election in Besine, somebody should tell me just one day. Our quarter radio swa all church the MPP for so me in 2024 or Mubayama Ghana for all church mu and they come value for vote and they are. And then you lose election 2024 no until one moment I near yeah and this for the Ghana for nemu and say we are mudi wa Ashanti radio hanum one day pa or radio so TV so cassette aye you can be a dump Ashanti regional chairman one kasa one teshe now timusa. And you can't tell me, say, young trouble and maunye and san why. We know they are your friends. Uno mudim komo, omuba yomamu wajume. But if indeed you want to lead this region, you should be a voice. You should lead the conversation. You should lead the narrative. Now, want to be criticizing NDC. Untimi church Dr. Baumiani Swadinum. The MPP are by the last 8 years. Untimi more who the now convincing conversation sorry metwaba. How can you be the regional chairman? How can you be the regional chairman? Okoboy pa regional chairman edi wa akrai. Ebi a what radio so criticizing the government constructively. Propagating the good works NPP are by ebeye. Wo de yente wonka, ye bete wonka na election aduru honum. Wo ka obi say afiso obra mo ni anwa. Yes, a common idea. Nanso, is that the core responsibility of a regional chairman? Debut. Hey, na entino say ya two a belu so yan people for dia. Then you give your space to NDC for say omufa mayor party Thanksgiving service and for me ye. Now I got you on Facebook. Say want to meet TV. He said yeah, I done a movie in Kwan ye. And I'll go and put my camera could delete it. Come on, go Puliaba. Mr. didn't want to ECG board so 8 years. And the board took a decision that what can become one of Mukoma Edgy Tamaklu, found as ECG lawyer. Na NPP lawyers, lawyer JB Num, Jojo Pong, Kwabri East Num, Adma Piamon and Amahadum. The same person do less of my catcher who party and say, or Gino to Abamano, no bar. Obapu Yedi. William Kusimina. You sat on ECG board 8 years. And this is one amount of my year. It's a number of Musama be. And you want to trust this person? Nya region, there's a Ashanti region. Maybe I'm coming say in politics, when competence meet, look out for loyalty. And this is what I said the internal John Mahama MPC as national chairman. Some of the problems are them man. All problems I said don't get John Mahama. Abani ya kotuno memendan obia ka che Dr. Baumia ni interest omua obwa. Obia ka che Dr. Baumia ni interest in who becomes who in all the 16 regions are obwa. I was here to Abama obia Dr. Baumia da ni yamu nhihye no. Na enakro enchino. Somebody who has absolute confidence in Dr. Baumia's vision. Nana this one we na so Baumia's mampani. Say pano and there was some two Abama in all the 16 regions. And found we say presidential primaries no Kennedy, no Duchum, no Kwabena Japan, no Brian Champon, no Baumia. Some who is now what day then this one we na say Obama Dr. Baumia president 2029 Montu Abama. And you won't believe in his vision. Me say politics neutral be any politics agowe. Also you neutral. Now when you no kwafo. It is either you are with the right side or you belong to the left side. Neutral be any. Yes, I believe in objectivity in politics, but not neutrality. No neutrality. You can belong to the right side, but be objective. You can belong to the left side, but be objective. But also you're neutral, politics. Neutral be any. Nti me kai me bokoko. So wo mu aye presidential promise no so me neutral no. Edru election ya, omunhwe eno ma meka say omu obaabi. To advance their elections, electoral fortunes. And I do no. Na me kai pass me kai asem we. Me nua Maxwell Fosubu ache so am MC. E frame say asem ya ma kai o ma ne re mfida. The Maxwell ebrani ni.
This is the time.
This is the time. And I wouldn't have said Dr. Baumia so oni obia on council support obia. Hey, and Dr. Baumia onye ready so person president. Ye koto ba usi uni interest the oba we ne emfa wo ho na minim ni pa Dr. Baumia no obedi nkomo wo wo man no Edro di nkoma a wonte no. Omu pose say womu ben no omu boa. This week, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, there are meetings ebekosu okrom ha. Ebefe youth organizers no more deputies in kwa. Near free women organizers no more deputies. Near free organizers no more deputies. Near free secretaries no more deputies. Near free chairman for. And in command the penny bedi ane say. Mumu bi kwale kukwemo from onu di ngoma se me former boss. Tono ko onhu ne hu se papa ne boss biu. Minim de wate. Command mu bedi nyina ane say ane wo mo titi krom hanom say Dr. Bawumia so opewe na nya no kre. But onu wi a o de beta ato say onu de opewe ni na wo kra mpo so we interest. So Dr. Bawumia ni interest. And the meeting beauty queen e bi ko so ho. Crystal Rose e be hye bi ho.
Wo be ni na.
E bi so e be from wo fie.
FBI.
Ebe from ofie no ma di nkomo.
FBI.
Omba hye bi along Ford event center ho. A meeting bia eti krom ha yi. E serve Dr. Bawumia interest no e asokwa DMB office ne ye no.
So we can yes over.
Enti sa agenda 2032 no enye adwuma wo krom ha wo.
What will transfer 2032?
Me say agenda 2032 2036 no enye adwuma wo krom ha. And that we want regional executives Dr. Bawumia win 2028 krana you don't be frustrated no near the demand a quota in the government no it will not wash.
Hey sir,
so this Saturday me best stadium home babo me try na ba mabo me
sir
me ba mabo me Jubilee Park o me ba mabo me
hey
e brother say me ya bo me ha
unya BP ni ana
hey
and that's a me ba wo ma me mpie mfiri ho na ye to ba ne wie na odne ho reni a Dr. Bawumia is interested in whoever becomes what in all the 16 regions. Na party for na mo region han mo beti obi asemu a o mo ye Dr. Bawumia adwuma no a o no mo ka asomsem no o mo na mo ntie o mu. Me I can say on authority send him pana wahye meeting na wo be hia no in the last 7 to 8 months. Yes, Dr. Bawumia taking any major political decision on na transfer so ho adwene ho. I have this. I know. And he doesn't do anything or consult to Dr. Bawumia. The way they are no one the film we na ade because on so prepare no ho. Or prepare no ho. And so please mun to ba Saturday e ma Dr. Bawumia nya na so mdwie. Me dey I can say you. Me can say just like MPP UK for me to move no. Ya wie minim se onchom do mebu obebre me. Maka mu betia muntia. Now I'm happy. The conversation I have with a lot of people yesterday, they have understood why. Nanado, yeko 2023 presidential primaries no be able to support Dr. Bawumia. But when my press conference wa bonti anka je obi awu. Eyo mu no mu di kukuo mu nkomo no ka kire omu. And omu so demonstrate bibi ma hu say aha na oluma epe. Enti mo amo say enka Dr. Bawumia ba enka da one obeye regional council meeting no enka obeka say opani pasumasi no mo yesa ase mo kwa madwunu mo ha. Madwunu mo ha. You expect him to say, Ahana me pay. Indirectly, he showed it last Saturday. Osi airport no, or demonstrative big akrabi. Say big akrabi Kumasi airport, prepare the first airport. Aba mu do open as regional chairman. I don't know pim konfobia o mu twa ticket from UK. Obesi no pay. Make us I was see. Osi ya onam kwaso be Kumasi. For the last Friday be Kumasi anyumre. Wednesday, Thursday, Fridays, washishe meetings. Why do you have to disagree with your boss on our friend of former boss, the minimum de what. Moi, Mr. Mutu Krumhanama, mo chidota ba me na mo penasem no. Don't allow yourself for anybody to undermine him. Don't allow yourself. Make a kaki can send be say ya in the run up to 2024 election no. Mo mudi matem mo antie. Na ya futu na ya kokobo ya koto aba ni wie no. Mu nyina makai. Me sa ke bia de atumfo. Me ibu mu be muntie me say muntu aba mama Dr. Bawumia ye na sumdwie na save this party. Share the likes of Titus Glover, Lord Comey, Herbert Krampa, Abujina Paul, Eugenia Henom, Gift Your Warrior Abuajinom, John Bodunum. Omu ye omadwen say kwan bia so mama na adwa ye president. Asenso Buachinom. That by any means legally possible, mama na adwa ye president. Sankofo no want to mean sika anase bibia e neutralize you. These are the kind of people Dr. Bawumia need. These are the kind of people Dr. Bawumia need. And you mama ye shotisha oche as o hazo ni ho. Ebegu egu a onfa ho ya fine anye ya fine. Now 3 days to the presidential primaries, you went to your constituency. Odno ko kwapia. Okache delegates all say abano baby obi apebi I want to go. Today you want to hide or run your elections with Dr. Bawumia's name. Yan tiasie mawo. Oko bunko today onobo kan Japan ni mka and say you cannot disappoint him. Meboa antoa edaso ho. Tada no meka me mso mbodua. Edi 1 week ni omomoy. Into me, I believe in honesty, honest politics. Speak truth to power. Never party for having in Niagara.